All right, welcome back. So we're doing another week with another week on the House of Rags website, building out another package. So we're going to do something very similar to what we did last week. Last week, I can't remember what we called it, but we were basically building like a starter package.
We just did a bucket package.
Yep,
exterior wash bucket package.
That's it. And then Glenn had said, "Hey, we probably need to do interior next." So here we are.
I quite enjoyed it last week. We just sat here, we just flicked through the website, and we just built out. So if you're interested in this, we built out an exterior wash package, and we kept in mind that if you were someone who had a ceramic coated vehicle and you just wanted to maintain it and you were starting out, we sort of assumed that maybe you'd have pressure wash and a few other bits and pieces. And we just went through the House of Rags website and we built out a bucket package of the products that we've used, products that we haven't used, but sort of would recommend, and did something so that basically you could click on that and you could buy it and you could get it sent to you and have a real cool and a nice washing experience.
I think we got to about the 220-ish US dollar mark. I think there was free shipping on there because we crossed the $100 on the House of Rags website. And it was really kind of bare bones, basic, here's what you need to start. So I guess today we'll replicate that with an interior package. And I mean, this is a great thing that we can do to hop on the website, build out some of these packages, particularly with how the weather's been this weekend. There's no way that we were able to get out to actually go and film a feature type video for the House of Rags. So
that's been quite wet.
Style it is.
Did it hail at your house this morning?
I was on the golf course this morning.
This afternoon, I mean. Around like
I didn't see any hail, no. No hail.
If you had your car parked outside right here, you're going to Dentless
Dent Magician
Dent Repair tomorrow to get all those dents pulled out, because it was like.
Your car would have been parked on the side of the road, wasn't it, today?
Nah,
not during the hail though.
Nah, parked in the garage.
I saw it. I was driving around town and I saw you parked up.
Yeah, but not during the hail though.
Gotcha. I mean, you haven't got that
and
much.
That wasn't me. That was why.
You haven't got that much panel coverage anyway. Like your left wing mirror, that couldn't get hail damage now.
Nah, because some dude knocked it off.
Yeah. How are you getting on with that anyway? Have you ironed that out with an insurance company?
What a nightmare. So some dude kicked my wing mirror off, and then
Glenn wasn't in the car, or Glenn didn't piss him off either.
I was at work and some dude kicked my wing mirror off, and the cops caught him, and so now I've got to fight the insurance company, and this is quite weird. They deem my car to be second-hand, and so all the parts on my car are second-hand, and so now I can only get a second-hand wing mirror from the records.
So Glenn went to the Subaru dealer and got it quoted up, right? So they quoted you initially for a second-hand used wing mirror for like $490, or a brand new one for $1,000.
Yeah.
And the insurance company going, well, your car's 18 years old, so you can only have the second-hand one.
So the second-hand one's under my excess, so I have to pay. And the brand new one is a no-go because they don't want me to have brand new parts on my car, so I still have to pay. So who's the winner in all this? Not me, because I have to pay.
Tell you who's the winner, Farmer Odor Village.
Nah, none of them are the winner, because I bought a brand new part from America.
Oh, did you?
Over for like $300, yeah.
You figured out the paint code.
Wow, who knows what I'm getting, but I'm getting some sort of wing mirror.
So you probably buy it twice, eh?
Well, I could buy it 3 times and still come under cheaper.
Well, you could have got a new one for each side. Now you're going to have one brand new wing mirror and one bung up.
Nah, but I had to find out all the codes because our cars have got those, it's like it's got a heater element in it as well. So you got to make sure you got the right pin. Yeah, it's like
heated mirror.
When you've got it's a heated mirror. So make sure they got the right pin connection and blah blah blah. So I hope I got the right one coming.
Okay. Oh, install video coming soon, or maybe it will be like a reverse detail, because you're going to have one wing mirror that looks pristine, and the other one will have like the little rock pitting and.
Oh, that's all right. The rock pitting will happen in 1 week as soon as I drive down the road and park it outside work for them to come past and kick it off again.
Oh, hopefully they kick the other one off next time. Anywho, Yeah, it's been bucketing all day and all day yesterday, so we weren't able to get outside and film anything. And actually, you're kind of out of action with the vehicles anyway right now because you got something new coming next week, and the Subaru's been on daily driver duty, so hands have been
All
tied a little bit. But
that power steering pump sounds real good too.
that
It's
car's
alright.
running on its last legs, eh?
I got a part coming for that, and hopefully I'm going to fix
Oh,
that
do you?
power steering pump squeal thing. So
Same
mate,
website.
Different website. So Subi's going to be like it's going to be like brand new.
No, do you know what I think you'll do? What I think you'll do is you'll take those parts straight to the spare room and put them in the corner with all the other brand new spare parts.
I've got like half a Subaru in the back bedroom, eh?
You do. The only thing you don't have is like a front bumper, and you'll get it. You'll get it.
Oh yeah, I'll get it. Now that I'm like, I can read manuals real good now.
Yeah, yeah. No, that wing mirror's got to go on. You won't get a waft without that mirror.
No, I can. So it's weird. So cars that are under the age of, well, I can't quite remember, but let's say it's under 2000, so models 2000 and under,
Mhm.
you don't need any wing mirrors at all. This is for New Zealand law because I looked on the
You're
what's
talking
that
2000
website?
or newer.
2000 or older.
Yeah, but your car is a
Just
2007.
listen to my story. So
Okay.
2000 and older. So anything
Yeah.
older than 2000, year 2000
Yes.
in New Zealand, you do not need wing mirrors at all. You just need a whatever that one is by the glass.
Oh, yeah, the rear vision mirror.
Yeah. If it's 2000 and something or newer, you only need to have the driver's side, which in New Zealand we're right-hand drive. So right-hand drive, wing mirror, and the reversing mirror, rear vision mirror. You don't need the one that I don't have, which is the left-hand side.
Oh, okay. 2000 or newer.
Yeah, I looked on the what's it called? VTNZ. VTNZ car wing mirror laws.
This is one of those things that is pretty easy in New Zealand, right? Like if you're in the United States or even if you're in Australia, the laws change from state to state. Whereas in New Zealand, it is one rule for everyone. Where your window tint, everything. There's no variance across the island.
Oh no, we got different. Oh yeah, we don't have difference between islands, but we've got different window tint laws as well.
Oh yeah. What I'm saying is, if you live in New Zealand, whether you're in Christchurch, Auckland, Tauranga, wherever you are, your
What is
vehicle
that
rules are
website
the
called?
same. VTNZ, NZTA.
NZTA.
Oh,
That's what
NZTA.
I want.
Anyways, the website that I want is the House of Rags. Let's pull it up. Let's talk interiors. So, just for the yous that don't know, goodness, that was some like real Kiwi. Just for yous.
Here we go. So
Yeah,
type of
you found
vehicle,
it?
right? Passenger car, which we are.
Yeah.
Vehicles manufactured before the 1st of the 1st 2000. So that would be anything 2000 and younger, I suppose. You need one right hand outside or one interior mirror.
No, you've read that wrong. Read the first line again.
One.
No.
Right.
Go back. For vehicles?
Vehicles manufactured before the 1st of the 1st 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before.
Before. Yep. Manufactured before. So that means 1999, 1998, 1997.
Yeah.
Yep.
So these are the cars that aren't mine.
Oh,
right?
okay. These do need it.
So these need one right hand outside or one interior mirror. So if you've got one interior mirror, you do not need any wing mirrors. Remember that car show we went to and the RX-7 had no wing mirrors and we asked?
Yeah, but what if you're manufactured after that date? Does it have any details?
So those are all cars, so older than 2000s. You either need one right hand mirror or you need one inside mirror.
But your car's not older than the 2000s.
Listen, so manufactured vehicles over the age of 2000, so mine's a 2007, you need one right-hand outside mirror, which is the one I have, and one interior mirror.
So what are the rules different? What's the difference between pre-2000 and post-2000?
I have no idea.
What actually changes?
I don't know.
They've
maybe
got
it's
one
like
rule for
visibility or...
No. But what I'm saying is, so if your car's a 1999, What does it need?
So if it's a 1999, you either need one right-hand mirror outside, so the one on the driver's side outside, or one interior mirror. So basically, you can
Okay.
have no wing mirrors on a 1999 and only have the reversing mirror. If you have a car 2000 or newer, so ours,
Yes.
you need one right-hand outside and
Which you
one
have.
interior mirror, which I have.
Oh yeah.
So I don't actually need to replace the left side at all.
To me, it sounds
But
like the
in New Zealand, for
pre.
people listening to this, this is NZTA for New Zealand, and we have right-hand drive cars. So in
How
case you're getting
difficult is it
confused
to
about it.
drive a vehicle though without a left-hand mirror? You cannot see the
Oh, it
curb.
is so hard. It is so hard. So when you go back to driving a Range Rover where they have like sensors in the mirrors that tell you if there are people there and you never really look at all, going to like having no mirror at all and having to do the over-the-shoulder check because you can't actually see. Oh,
I use that left hand in the Subaru. Anytime I pull up to a curb, I always have the switch on the left-hand side, and I just I hold down so it
Oh, yeah.
points at the ground so I can see where my wheel is in relation to the curb. If I did not have that, my
Gotcha.
wheels would be done. Done
Gotcha.
for.
Yeah, you need definitely like your newer Subaru that you bought that had the real good wheel cam, eh?
That had the best wheel cam of any car, yeah. In the mirror, shooting straight down. Anytime you went into reverse, it popped up automatically as well. It was a handy camera.
Yeah, in the Range Rover, when you go into reverse, they sort of drop down for you so you can see.
Yeah,
But,
I'm doing that, but I'm doing the manual version.
Yeah, you're doing the 2007 manual. Anyway, should we get on with the podcast? Get on what we're actually talking about?
Let's do it. So, for the month of August, there's a deal on House of Rags at the moment. I believe that deal is 10% off. We're going to get it on the rotation here. Is it the first one? Nah, the banner might have gone further down. Here we go. All month long, 15% off all of the new towels, all of the V2 towels, and 25% off the V1 towels. And in addition to that, if you use the coupon code OmniGarage, that will save you another 10% at checkout. So we do get a little bit of a kickback in the way of a commission if you use that, but it also saves you 10% off your order. So looking at that, you can save yourself 25% off the new V2 towels. So keep that in mind for the month. We're definitely going to talk some towers when we get there with the interior picks. But what we talked about last week is on the House of Rags website, it's really handy how you can go in and really quickly and easily get to the different brands that they sell. But I think what we'll do today is we'll go into detailing products, interior, and we'll just click into the Hero interior category. And I believe we've got about, I think there's 3 pages. 3 pages of interior. Where do you want to start?
Well, straight away, you need to get yourself a Biobombs deodorizer VDK.
So Glenn's talking this here.
Yeah, you need one of those.
Yeah. This should be an essential. This should be something you do relatively regularly with your car as well. $20. I mean, it's pretty good. So what this is essentially going to do, so this is your odor eliminator. And having the deodorizer kit, what you get in there is this doesn't have the oxygenator in it, does it? The oxygenator is separate. No.
I'd buy one of those too, though.
Yeah, but what you get in here is
you probably don't need it to start with. If you're just doing your own car, you can lock it up for 24 hours. You don't need to rush through, I suppose.
Yeah, so what you're going to get in here is you're going to get they're like chlorine-like tablets inside here. And they're more than just useful to kind of like bomb out your car and try and freshen it up. So the way that we use it is when we're really trying to do a sanitization of the car and get rid of any lingering odor, we'll use that to make up a solution that we can use as an interior cleaner rather than using a specific interior cleaner, right?
No, we use that when we do the minis.
Oh no, there's no minis in this kit, is there? These are the full. These are the full.
Do you even know what you're talking about, mate?
Yeah. Hang on, we need to go into the bottom area, don't we?
So that VDK is a vehicle deodorization kit where it's got a real big tablet in it. You drop it in the water and you put that in your center console and you let that basically release for sort of 24 hours or so, or 12 hours. You lock your car up and you just let that release. And what that's going to do is it's going to go into all the seats, it's going to go into the seat belts, headliners, and it's going to basically remove any of the odor that's in the vehicle. It's going to attack the odor within the cabin and basically neutralize it. And then at the end of the 12 hours or whatever, however long you leave it for, it's going to smell like a swimming pool, but that's what it's going to basically remove all that odor. And so I would use one of those. I would basically clean my car first. I would clean it, using like an interior cleaner, and I'd make sure I vacuum the carpets really well. And then my final step of removing the odor, refreshing the cabin, resetting that sort of air quality in the cabin, I would then use the VDK, the vehicle deodorization kit.
Yeah,
So one of those I would definitely have first. Yep.
Yeah, this here, I was getting myself confused there, thinking that the Bybomb minis were also in this kit here, but they're not. This kit is purely for the deodorization. And then the other piece that Glenn was talking about there, if you want to quicken up that process. So I believe this is it 12 or 24 hours that you need to leave it in the car?
I think it's 12 hours. The longer, the better.
Here we go. Step out for 2 to 10 hours. So yeah, I mean, 12 hours is probably a good sweet spot. Do it in the evening, leave it, get back in the morning. But if you want to quicken it up, you can do it under an hour using the oxygenator kit, which is this item here. So an additional $20, and this will speed up the process, which is probably quite handy if you're a detailing shop. If it's your own vehicle and you can just leave it overnight, I don't think it's necessary to have it all, right? We can just get away with just a deodorization kit. We actually need to go in the cart here and remove all of the products from last week that we had in there.
And what Glenn was trying to tell you guys before, we use the minis quite a lot as well. So the minis is like a smaller tablet, a chlorine dioxide tablet that you drop into like a 32-ounce spray bottle of water, and you use that to clean the surfaces. All the hard plastic surfaces and subsurfaces of the vehicle are done using cleaning with those minis. And so you use that like an interior cleaner. You can also put those little minis into a steamer or into your carpet extractors, and you can use that to clean your carpets and upholstery as well. So we use the minis a lot when we're doing sort of dealership cars. And I suppose even if you got your car for the first time and you wanted to get rid of all the funk from the other person that owned that vehicle, I'd clean it with the Bio Minis. Do all that cleaning first. You can also put the little chlorine dioxide tablet into your favorite interior cleaner as well, and that will just help supercharge that cleaner. It'll help remove the odor. It helps to sort of sanitize that area, and then make sure you vacuum your carpets and everything, have everything nice and clean, and then you would then come in with your VDK, your vehicle deodorization kit, and remove all that odor from basically the air in the cabin of the vehicle. And that's what I would do to clean a car for the first time and then get that air smelling good again.
Would you add this to the kit for someone?
Yeah.
Starter kit? Just
I think yeah, because every time you get a smell or an odor in the car, the kid's thrown up in the back seat, or the dog's gone and crapped everywhere, or you've got some muddy boots and you've just had, or you haven't cleaned your car for a couple of months, you need to go back and do that. So that would be, I would do that, periodically would be what I would do.
And then I guess if you want a nice scent at the end, this is definitely not an essential, and it's very much to each in their own. Different people are going to have different scents that they like. Some people are going to like no scent whatsoever. Some are going to want something. But what you do have as an option through Bombs is you've got traditional kind of air freshener spray, or you've got the BioFresh bars, which gives you up to 60 days of scent in your interior. And there's a huge range of different scents. I don't think this is an essential though. I think this is nice to have if you're into scents, because these do linger around for quite some time. We've tried quite a few of these.
And I suppose the gateway flavors, fresh AF, I would say, is where you probably start.
This one here, yeah. My favorite's iced out.
We know, because you like that. You like black ice, traditional
black ice.
Trio.
Yeah, black ice smell.
Squash is quite nice too. You don't like vitamin C.
Oh, vitamin C was just too potent. What you actually get in here, so you get 2 bars that you can break off inside here. And I mean,
I'd really like to try the mint one. That sounds like me. I love that. Do you know what I like? I like after dinner mints, or like
oh yeah, okay.
Or like a mint flavored chocolate ice cream. That's so I wonder if I'd like to smell the mint.
I think when we come back from the United States, we need to bring back a few of these flavors, give them a go. Grape. I don't know about a grape smell. Dove. Oh, I thought they said Dove. Dope soap. It's going to smell fresh. I mean, fresh is fresh AF. Yeah, juicy melons. There's a few of these scents that I want to bring back with us. I like these scents. They're not an essential though. You don't need a scent, but what is important is to have the traditional
Car that
bio-bomb
doesn't
deodorizer kit
stink.
and the car that doesn't smell like anything, because that gives you the ability to have a clean slate and
Add or take
introduce
away.
a scent. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so that's a start. So basically, where
So
we're
that
at
would
is
be
we have
that would be my steps of getting your car stripped bare, starting from a nice clean slate, a nice clean, fresh interior. That's how I'd tackle it, and that would be, every couple of months I'd do that. Or if you got a brand new car, or like a secondhand vehicle you bought and you just wanted to get rid of everyone else's garbage, or as well as if you were sort of had some bad smells that happened to come into your car from picking up something or having a dog or kid or whatever, like that's the process there. Very simple, very straightforward. Glenn and I do that all the time. We do that on our own cars, we do that on customers' cars, and we do that on dealership fleet vehicles as well. So it works, really does.
and $31 to get you started there and get your car to a nice point where it doesn't smell like anything. So I think that's kind of first step in our process here. If we hop back into interior, then the other categories that we need to look at here. So really key is going to be an interior cleaner / detailer, like something that you can use to clean the interior if you're not using the deodorizer tablets. We're going to need a glass cleaner as well. We're going to need some towels. We're potentially going to need some tools. And then I think the add-on piece is dependent on whether you have cloth seats, fake leather or real leather. You may need to add some leather care onto there as well. So be next step. Where do you want to start?
Just an interior cleaner, probably.
Interior cleaner.
So I mean, if you were on a real budget and you really wanted to keep this very cheap, you would get yourself a rinseless wash, and you would go to the rinseless wash dilutions. That would give you the interior cleaner, the glass cleaner, and you'd have one bottle that would do everything. That would also clean the exterior of your vehicle as well. So if you wanted to go on the cheap, then that's where you would go.
Now, we've tried most of the flagship products here. So we've tried Sword, Pilot, Inner QD. We've tried Clarify for a glass cleaner. We have tried the DIY Detail All Clean and the Interior Clean. We haven't tried the Clean Tool. And of a car, we haven't tried. There's a few in here that we haven't had hands on. See what's on page 2. The guys, have we had the clean interior? I don't think we have.
That's only a new product that's come out. That's only been released just recently.
Pro Inside, it's another one that we've tried here. So, yeah, I mean, if you're not thinking a rinseless wash, if we're going really dedicated.
We've tried Sword as well.
Yep.
So there's two schools of thought here. So with an interior cleaner, you can either have just a pure cleaner that's just going to clean the dirt and grime and the oils off your hard plastics and hard surfaces, and it will leave no protection behind, just straight cleaner. Or you can get an interior cleaner that will clean as well, but will leave a degree of UV protection behind. There might be some other added things in there, like some microbial stuff and some other bits and pieces. But for me, I generally just like a plain old cleaner. I don't want to be adding any UV protection, because what happens a lot of the time is that these products can be quite streaky. They can be quite hard to work with, and you've got to be a little bit careful about where you're applying it and how you're applying it, just from the streak point of view. And so, especially when you're cleaning things like piano black trim and infotainment screens, if they have got a UV protection in them, what I typically find is that it leaves those screens really streaky and quite annoying to deal with. And so generally what I like is just a pure cleaner that's got maybe an alcohol base to it that sort of flashes away really nicely, because then I can use it on all surfaces. I don't have to be too careful about overspray, and I know that I can use it on my screens and stuff. And so that's how we sort of like to tackle interior cleaner. Then if we need to add some UV protection, then I would like to do that, but I'd like to have some control over where I put my protection.
Yeah, and I think I think kind of the key there for us as well is that when we're using something that doesn't contain any type of protectants in it, we can be much lazier when it comes to removing streaks. I think that's something that we find, that added protection adds I guess, a direct degree of complexity to needing to remove it and level it off. I mean, an example there was Armor Detail Pilot. We struggled a little bit with that to really get it to level nicely. Whereas if we're using just a traditional cleaner that doesn't have anything else to it, a lot of the time they just flash away and you don't need to get every little streak. They just disappear on their own. So I think this probably rules out a couple of products for us. I'm totally with you on that school of thought. I think there is a benefit to having a UV protectant, particularly older vehicle if it's parked outside all of the time. But I think if you're thinking about a car that may be a little bit newer, it is protected because it's garaged. I don't think it's something that you essentially need, especially in the day and age of privacy glass, tints. Interiors are generally pretty well protected from UV. Just from the factory with the privacy glass. So where are you kind of leaning then in that case? It probably leaves us with now inner QD doesn't leave anything behind. I think this is satin, streak-free. This does have the microbials in it.
Anti-static, which I don't really believe works that well. Yeah, we've used that before. We gave a gallon away, didn't we, on our channel once?
Yeah, we did. The other CarPro one we've tried is inside. I think that's somewhere down here.
I would pick inner QD over inside.
I think so. Inside's been around for a long time. It's like a CarPro staple from way back. And yes, surfactants and detergents. I think what we found with this is it was foamier than anything. And I think it's got a foaming sprayer in there actually, doesn't it?
No, I don't think it foams that much.
No? What's advertised here? High foaming action. I wouldn't go with this one.
Maybe
here.
when you agitate it. I would pick inner QD. But don't get me wrong, there's a couple of other good products there that do have some UV protection on it that sort of flashes a little easier. I do know that Sword seems to flash a little easier than the DIY Detail one, because I compared those two side by side. Those are the only two that I've tried that have got the interior protection. The other one that works really well is the Phoenix EOD Typhon. That works really well with your Biobomb. So if you're going to add your Biobomb Mini into Typhon, I know that Christian and the Biobomb from Biobombs has done a bit of a collab with Phoenix EOD, and that's sort of a really great combination. So I would look at maybe something like that. I think scroll down a little bit just so I can read the blurb.
Yeah, scent and dye-free formula, which is quite key.
Yeah.
And it's got an odor eliminator technology in there as well.
Yeah.
There's no mention around it having any type of protectant in there.
So I would use that, or I would go in a QD.
Yeah. I think I'd probably go in a QD. I mean, we bought gallons of that product, and yes, we gave away a gallon recently, but only because we just had too much of that lying around. I think for the price, buy 500 ml of that. That should last you quite some time. I think a gallon of a interior cleaner is probably not something that you need around. I think that you just keep buying the 500 ml, or CarPro do make this in a litre as well, so just not for sale at the moment on the House of Rags, but 500 ml should be all that you need.
Especially if you're going to mix up some water with your Biobomb minis as well, you can clean interiors with that too. So that would be my combo.
Yep. So then probably would come the glass. So I think the glass cleaner is probably in the same category here, isn't it? So I think if we think about probably key options, we've got the Detail Co., so the aerosol cleaner. We've got Tito from Labo Cosmetica. There was another one that jumped out at me here somewhere. Might be on page 2. No, actually, I think the other one that jumped out at me was the Clarify Phobic from CarPro. Now, this product we haven't had a great experience with. We got insane streaking pretty much using this in any way, shape, or form. We tried different cars, different temperatures, inside, outside, 1 spray, 2 sprays, 10 sprays. We could not get this product to play nicely. I wish it did, though, because I think a glass cleaner for your exterior glass that has the hydrophobic properties that something like Clarify is adding would be a great product to have. But I don't know about you. I'm thinking of Tito, because there's a couple of things about this product that make it pretty cool, which you talked about in your chat to Reggie.
So Reggie, if I did a podcast recently with Reggie Cox from Labo Cosmetica, go back and have a watch of it. But he explained some pretty interesting things. It took quite a long time. I think it was about 7 years of them developing this product. And so it's quite interesting where it's got like this degree of surfactant makeup where it sort of clings to the glass. So I think, if you spray like your typical glass cleaners, like I don't know, just anything, it's quite watery and you spray it on and it runs down the windscreen or down the window really quickly. Well, this product here has got quite a sticky feature about it where it sticks to the glass, clings, and what it does is that's obviously going to work the surfactants, gives it a lot of dwell time where it starts to break down that dirt and grime from the glass. It doesn't smell the best, but it wipes away really clean. I think it does a really good job of cleaning, and I do like that product. We've used it quite a bit, and yep, it's a top glass cleaner, so I would recommend that one.
Yeah, it's sitting on the shelf at the moment, isn't it? Like as a real
Yep.
top contender in terms of glass cleaners. I think for me, the feature that I enjoy, number one, it like cleans glass very well. Like, I haven't had any issues with streaking with it, but I love how it just sits on the glass. You spray it and you're not chasing it really quickly. Like I can spray, then fold my towel, muck around a little bit, and then go to wipe. I don't have to like quickly wipe because when you're cleaning glass as well, you spray it and you always have to clean the bit at the bottom first because it's
Yeah,
running away so quick on you and it's
and I
getting to
don't
the
want that
paint.
running down, especially in the interior glass. You don't want that running down, like imagine your front windscreen running down into your air vent area behind the dashboard or down the, side paneling and into there and into your electronics and stuff. So that's why I like that.
Yeah, I
Easier
think
to manage.
this is a
I
great
actually
glass
think
cleaner.
that glass is one of the hardest things to clean. Everyone can paint correct. Everyone can remove scratches. Everyone can put a ceramic coating on. Everyone can get a exterior panel to bead water. That's not hard. What I do find the hardest is trying to clean interior glass, and I think it's actually really important that you do a really good job, especially when you're cleaning clients' cars, is because when they come and pick it up, the first thing they notice what the steering wheel feels like, and they notice what the glass looks like when they're driving down the road, especially in direct sunlight. If you've got smears all over that glass and streak marks, it's kind of like, oh, the boys from Army Garage didn't do a good enough job. And so I think cleaning glass is very important and it's difficult to get right. I don't think it's necessarily dependent on the cleaning product. I think a lot of glass cleaners do a really good job. I think they've got a real simple backbone to them, that they're all pretty very similar. But I think it comes down to your towels and how you're managing that. And so your glass cleaning towel is extremely important. I think you want to wash it by itself. I think you want to have something, I think you want to be air drying to some degree. I don't think you want it to be in the, getting lint and all that kind of stuff, because tell you now, if you've got a linty towel with glass and a horrible glass cleaner, it's one of the worst experiences you can have.
I think for interior glass, you're totally right. Interior glass, this is a game changer tool. The clean and reach. And I think it's more because it just allows you, what we do is I don't know about you, I would never spray glass cleaner directly on this. So if I'm cleaning the front window of the car and the inside, I'm like spraying into my towel or spraying directly on the glass, wiping the glass, and I'm using this purely as a buff off tool.
Or to help move that product around.
Yep. Yep. So this here, I mean, this is the Clean and Reach Pro tool. So I think the old Clean and Reach, which we have right now, you don't have this extender handle. You've only got like I think it probably cuts here, and you don't have the swappable piece at the end. We've just got this big one. But I mean, this is
Especially
a
if you've
game
got a big
changer.
windscreen. A lot of these big cars, especially big American cars, which we don't really get here. But if you're cleaning a big vehicle that you can't get into and it's small and you're trying to reach over, that definitely extends your arm out quite a lot. And you hate that tool until you've seen me use it a couple of times. You're like, yeah, I
Yep.
see why Glenn likes this.
Yeah. This is a key for me. Like, you have to have this tool. If you want clean interior glass, particularly if you have a modern car, think of your Range Rover where you've got the heads up display, which almost gets in the way of getting your hand in there to try and get a towel behind it. This tool here, with the just how slim it is at the end, allows you to get in those corners. So for me, you have to have one of these if you
And
want
you
clean
can
interior
punch the
glass.
corner of it right in deep into the corner of the
Yeah,
glass, and
this
just
bit here.
that little bit area just below the dash there where you tend to have a lot of smear marks and stuff. And I would definitely be spraying my glass cleaner onto my towel. I know for the Subaru, I sprayed it onto the glass once and it all fell down onto the dash. And the part of the dash has got a slightly different plastic to it and it just left all these white dots over it. So you want to be really careful with your glass cleaners, but I think that's what you want to do. Actually, can I have a look at those auto fiber flip it
Yeah, these ones
GTT
here.
towels? Does that come with the reach tool? I do know that they
No,
do.
no, it doesn't. This is just the standard towel. So
Do
you
they
get
have the auto
these are
fiber
three
reach
packs.
tool?
Let's have a look. We've got the auto fiber mitt on a stick. We want
Yeah,
the
there. The auto fiber.
this one. So actually, will you be going for this value-wise, especially getting the cleaning towels over the clean and reach?
Yeah. So I haven't used this clean and reach tool. I also haven't used the auto fiber glass cleaning towels. It's on my list. It's something I want to try. I definitely want to give it a go, but that's what I'd buy because you get the glass cleaning towels and the thing together. You do get the bonnets with the invisible glass one. I just don't think the bonnets are good enough.
Mm.
The bonnets shrink over time. It's hard to pull over the tool. I think that's better because you can also use those glass cleaning towels with your hand inside, and you could use that to clean like the side glasses as well.
Yeah, they're like a half mitt, aren't they? Because it's stitched
Mm.
here. It's stitched here, so you can get your hand in there. Yeah, okay. Let's swap it out.
And you can
Let's
flip
add
it
this
over,
to
so
the
it's got
cart.
4 sides. It's like an oven mitt that you can flip out. I'd be getting that.
We need to get our hands on this to play with it. I have a feeling this is going to be good, and we'll enjoy it.
And the glass tools are the glass cleaning, microfiber there is quite interesting. So I don't know the guy who owns auto fiber, but he was definitely on a podcast and he was talking about his creation of that glass town. I was like, man, that sounds really cool. That's something I want to get my hands on. So yeah, I'd be getting one of those.
Perfect. So what we've got so far, we've got our deodorizer system. So we've got the kit to obviously get the smell out of the car. Then we're going to clean up any of the plastics, anything that we can touch using our tablets. Then we've got our regular cleaner, which is going to be our inner QD. When you're doing your regular maintenance clean, you're going to use that and you're going to use your glass cleaner most of the time. And then we've got obviously our glass towels and our tools. So the other towel that we're missing is something to team up with inner QD. So if we hop back into the interior microfibers, what are you going for here? So we probably don't need glass towels. We don't need the Diva because we've already got the auto fibers.
If you weren't going to get the auto fiber and go for the clean and reach tool, you could try the Diva glass towel. I haven't tried it, but I know Jamie created that to try and clean streak-free glass, and I think he's probably nailed it to some degree. So I think that would be my other option. If we think about price, you're getting sort of 5 cleaning towels versus sort of 3, but it's going to be roughly about the same price, I think, minus the tool. So was it $10 difference? But
yeah, $10 difference, but you get your tool as well. Is that right? Yeah, 29. No, actually. So I mean, it's
29. So it's about the same price. Just depends if you want the tool or not.
Yeah, and 3 towels versus 5. So really, we kind of rule the Diva out. We rule the glass towel out. Down here, we've got 3 towel options. So we've got the Jobber 365. We've got the Dirty Boy V1. And then we've got the Edge
Are there new
360.
towels on if you go to new arrivals?
Yeah, if we go to the V2s, just go new arrivals. We want the V2 towels. So we've got Mr. Twister, Wash Boss, Junior, and the Wash Boss, the Baby Goat.
There you go. You got the Freebird. Those are too thick. Freebird 500, 400, 600. Thor, the Edge.
Too plush, aren't they?
Go up to the Jobber.
The Jobber
so
350.
You've either got the Jobber 350, which is that a V2? I think so.
Yeah, this is a V2 towel.
So Jobber 350.
Is it? It's in the new kit. It's in the new bag too.
Or what was the other one? There was another one next to it.
So the other option was the DIY towels, aren't they? Because we got the Edge.
Go to what GSM is that?
So the Edge is I'm going to guess a 310. Yeah, 310. I was going to say low threes. So that's
They give a
specifically marketer's interior. And then you've
Is
got
it?
the jobber. See here, it's an all-purpose towel, so it can be
Right.
used anywhere. I mean, you can use a microfiber towel anywhere. I think what we find is that you don't want anything like too high in GSM. So if you're going 400 up, like too much, you probably want to be in that 250 to 350 range. Personally, I think, because you don't want a really grabby towel on the interior.
Yeah.
So I think that you're
So it's-
probably either going like this jobber 350. You could be going with the Edge, which is our 310. So we're looking at a 310 GSM, or we're looking at a 350 GSM. It's probably on that upper limit. Or if we go back to the microfiber for interior, the other option we have in there is, so that's the Jobber 365, which is the V1. So I think that's too high GSM 365. And then you've got the Dirty Boy, which is going to be slightly lower. I think it's going to be 300-ish. Yeah, 300 on the dot. And I mean, this is a black, or very dark grey interior towel. You're using it for dirty jobs. You might use it for door jams or wheels, or I mean, anything that you're going to get significant dirt.
And what was the other one? There was a one just down there, 360
The
V1 as
360,
well.
360 GSM. 360 GSM. They say it pairs perfectly with a sword interior detailer. I mean, this is on the upper limit of how high you want to go. So I think you're either going the Edge 360 V1 or you're going to what was the one in the new kit here? The Jobber 350. I'd probably be going this one, to be fair, I think. 10 pack, $27, so $2.70 a towel. 350 GSM. What are you going for?
Scroll up. I'm just reading.
This is a slightly tougher one because we haven't had any hands-on with any of the V2 House of Rags towels yet. So we're making a blind recommendation here. Just
No, I
purely
reckon you
based
go
on
the other one. I reckon you go the yellow
reckon?
one. The new V. The new V2. Go, scroll down one more. No, the new V2.
Oh, the new V2. So we're going new arrivals.
Yeah.
We're going this one.
Yeah, show me. Just give me the description of that one. Because what was it? 300 and something GSM.
310.
310. Yeah, battle. Yeah. Spill mess. Yeah. Pick that one.
Okay, we're
You
going
get
this
10
one.
in the
Okay.
bag too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're slightly cheaper. So we're $2.50 per microfiber towel there.
Yeah, I think you want to have quite a low pile. I think.
So then we're pretty much just down to the accessories from here now, because we are
I
not
think
going to.
outside of this, you want to get yourself a good vacuum.
Yes.
You know, you might want a real good shop vacuum, or you might want to get a really good sort of household vacuum that you're using for the house and the car, but that's up to you. I think you want, depending on how dirty your car is and how dirty things get, but I think you maybe want a steamer, maybe a carpet extractor, that sort of thing. Those are things that you would think about later on down the track. But definitely I would be going for some tools now, I think.
Yeah, I think the assumption.
Well, what about leather or upholstery cleaner? What do you think there?
Well, yeah. So I think that we need to think about interior tools. So let's say we've got someone right now who actually, no, you're right. Let's go to leather. So if you have leather, you're going to need something else as well in order to look after it. So most of the time, you can get by if your leather is in reasonable nick and you are looking after it. You don't need to have a dedicated leather cleaner that you use all the time. You can just use your traditional interior cleaner and wipe down your leather and it will do a good job. But if you do need to do a heavier leather clean, I think that's kind of what we're looking at here. I mean, I'm probably instantly I'm looking here for the CarPro products. I've had some good luck with those in the past. This is a tough one because I think the leather that I have been exposed to over the last few years is pleather, vinyl, vegan leather, whatever you want to call it. It's not traditional leather. I mean, you've got that on the Range Rover, so you've got real leather. But the types of materials that I've been used to, the the interior cleaners have done a great job on them.
I think maybe that might be enough, because what else is there available?
Well, I mean, you've
there's
got
all these
heaps.
products we haven't really tried too much. So we haven't really tried too many leather cleaning, because you can get into leather cleaning, you can get into leather
Conditioning. There's all sorts, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough one. I think that for me, let me just have a really quick scroll through here to see if I can find. There's so many options on the House of Rags. Actually, you're spoiled. I would probably, if you had to get a dedicated leather cleaner, I would probably be inclined to recommend the CarPro option. So the CarPro Cleanse. This is something that I have used in the past. But I don't think you want to use this all the time. I think a leather cleaner is something that you want to use. Let's say you've bought a used car that has leather. You want to clean it up with a leather cleaner for the first time, and then you just want to make sure you maintain it well using an interior cleaner. You can go down the rabbit hole of so many different leather cleaners, but I think for me, I'll probably be going with this one here. You got any differing thoughts? I don't think you've done any like proper leather care to the car, have you? You've just been able to get away with interior cleaner?
Yeah, because I don't. Yeah, interior cleaners have been perfectly fine.
Yep.
Did I damage it? I don't know. Had the car for 2 years and it didn't look like I damaged it.
Oh, I think you're probably more inclined to damage it by incorrectly cleaning leather, caking on too much strong product, not removing it properly. You remember,
Well,
like leather, you need the pause to breathe.
Well, I've used interior cleaner on all the leather for the last 2 years and never done any damage.
Okay, my hot tip here is don't buy a leather cleaner. Unless you really need it, do a
Have
good
you
job.
ever used the proper 99% of the time on the Tesla using leather cleaner, you're just wiping it down with an interior
I'm
cleaner?
just wiping it down. But what you are going to need to wipe it down is you need a brush, because there's going to be times where you need to agitate a bit more than just what your towel is going to do. Now, two different ways you can do this. The way that
The thing is that our interior cleaners don't have UV protection and all that other garbage put into it. It's just a straight cleaner.
Yeah,
and so that's probably where we're getting away with it, is that we're just using straight interior cleaners with nothing else in them.
Yep.
But you're correct. You need to use one of those brushes because those are good.
Yeah, you do. So the one that I would probably just telling you to
They're all the same.
It will be this one here. It's $6.99. It's sold out right now. Like, you don't need a flash brush. What have we got? There's a Lubber Cosmetica fabric seat brush, a floor carpet brush. What you need is this one here. And you need like 3 of them, because they're going to get pretty dirty if you are cleaning leather, because they get really foamed up and the bristles just get a bit like flat and yuck. But these are also really handy to have, actually. If you had a couple of these lying around, they are handy to agitate your mats and your carpets as well, if you've got some stubborn dirt in there, just to get it lifted out of the fibers. So I'd say throw 2 of these in your cart. The other option, which is gaining in popularity, I've seen it a lot recently, is something like these interior scrubbing sponges. You seen these?
Mm.
And I mean, these are used on pretty much anything in the interior. Like door cards is probably something I see a lot of people using.
Ninja scrubbers, eh?
Yeah.
I would love to know what people are doing to the interiors, though. Like, they must be.
I think you're using this on really old cars. Well, like,
I mean, we get
new
really
to
old
you.
cars.
You do. I mean, we had a.
You just clean a ute that had deer in the back of it, and we didn't use anything special on that. We used a good interior cleaner and a brush, and went
and a brush. Yep. So that's where you just need the brush. That's all you need, in my opinion.
The other thing is, so yeah, that brush is definitely essential, because you can clean pedals with it, and maybe you could keep one for your interior, for like the seats, and then you can do one for your door cards, or one for pedals, or anything else. The other thing I've just looked at, which I really like to try, I haven't tried them. You definitely don't need to buy this either, but see those New York? Is it New York?
The New York foam?
Yeah, those look really interesting. When you're cleaning like little air vents?
Yep.
And you're cleaning like little nooks and crannies around the steering wheel buttons and around the key lock.
Look at the kit you've got here. You got everything.
I'd like to get my hands on that. That looks something.
Yeah.
I could see where I'd use that, in and around badges and things like that. So that's like, we're talking expert level, but I like the look of that kit.
Yeah,
Glenn, you got to buy me one of them.
Okay, we got to get a kit.
Glenn deals with all the money at On Me Garage, and so he does all the buying, and so I'm just like, yeah, we need to buy that.
You're
I figure out a way to get. Figure out a way to get the money.
We'll get you a kit. I think the other thing to add as well, actually, is probably some brushes.
Yeah, if you're not going to buy the kit, but you need the soft bristle ones, not that.
Yeah, not the bores here. So I think there was a soft one. Here we go. The soft detail brush set. I think these are key. You want these and you want 2 of the brushes. So we're going to add one of these to the cart.
And
because
these
are going to
brushes
help you.
do not go on the exterior of the vehicle. So don't use
No.
these to clean your wheels and that kind of stuff. Keep your exterior brushes separate from your interior. And I would use these for maybe air vents, cup holders, and around electronic parking brakes and that sort of stuff. So that's where you'd use those. But you're right. Get a pack of those and
Yep.
those bristle brushes. And that's all you need for the interior.
Yeah, I mean, this here actually, I would dedicate one purely to it's never going to see a detailing chemical ever, never interior cleaner, nothing. It's purely used for dusting. So it's dusting the hard to reach areas, like Glenn said, the air vents. The other one you may use in, I don't know, a cup holder or a door pocket or something to agitate the interior cleaner. But keep one of these purely as a dusting item, because it's hard to kind of get a towel in all of your events and everything, but these, especially the bigger ones, are pretty easy to do that. So if we have a look at our cart, let's go view.
I think if you're someone who is just going to go down the pathway of just using straight cleaners, I think what could be of value to you to use very periodically, I don't necessarily know how long it lasts, I've used it with great success, is the Detail Co. Interior Protect product, which is something we haven't got there. I'd buy a bottle of that. Now, we made a video on this on how I use it, is that I use it I think it might last 3 months or so. It's got UV protection in it.
Are you going sword? Is that what you're thinking
No,
right
no,
here?
not sword. Not sword.
Oh, sorry, you're the DIY detail. Clean and
No,
protect.
no. It's Detail Co. And
the
it's
Detail
like
Co.
Interior Protect product, whatever it's called.
Okay, so it's not sword, it's the dedicated, what do they call it? Can't think of the name. Detail Co. I think it's the white bottle, eh?
Yeah, it's like a white grey.
Shield. Just shield. Oh, $12.99. Yeah, you've got to have one of those. Add that to the cart.
And how I do this is that if you've got tinted windows in your vehicle, not privacy glass, because privacy glass doesn't actually block out anything, but if you've got tinted windows and you can't tint your front windscreen, I know in New Zealand we can't, so I would do all the sort of front dash and the higher panels and the things that are going to see the sun. And so the reason why I like to have 2 separate is one for cleaning, but the reason why I like this to be separate is that I can choose when I want to apply it and where I want to apply it. And so, this goes on the steering wheel, the upper dash areas, maybe along the top, door cards, etc. You could maybe put this on the seats if you wanted to. But I've used this product, really good success. It really gives a nice scent to the cabin, and it's very nice to feel. Like, it makes the leather steering wheel feel really good. So I'd use that. That would be my protectant product. Does it say you can use it on seats? Can you just click on it again?
Plastics, leather, and vinyl. So, yep, you can use it. Pretty much everything.
So, yeah, that's how I would use that product. And I would be not spraying this product. I'd be spraying it into my microfiber and then applying. And in fact, that's how we clean the whole interior of the car. Spray everything onto the towel and then wipe. Glass, plastics, all the same. You really want to limit overspray. You really want to limit pushing product to another panel, because especially these cars nowadays, they come with all this bright piano black trim, and it can be very streaky and quite hard to deal with. So I would be spraying it into the microfiber.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing a barn find, probably the opposite. But if you're regularly maintaining, there's no need to have product sprayed everywhere in the interior. That's glass included. Keep it simple for yourself. So we do a bit of a overview of what we've got in the cart here. So what we started with, we got our BioBombs kit. I would get both of those no matter what. Then we've got our interior cleaner. So we've gone for the Car Pro Inner QD. Team that up with a protectant, which we've just added there, which is Shield. And I mean, at $13, it's probably a handy one to just have lying around, even if you don't think you're going to need to use it very often. And then we've got our Natido. So that's going to be our glass cleaner. And then we have added, I guess, 3 tools, but there's a 4th that's missing off here. So we've got our towels. So we've got our glass cleaning, the Odor fiber with the kit. We've got our Edge V2 towers. So we've got 10 of those there. We've got the detailed brush set. And really the only thing we're missing is 2. You could get away with 1, but I would do 2 of the leather brushes, which would add like another $12 to this kit. So with the Omni Garage coupon code, they are out of stock right now. Yeah, I think the closest was about $20. So it's going to skew the cart a little bit. But you're $150 with discount. So knocking off about $15. And because we've crossed $100, we're also at the point where we get free shipping as well. So
this is Glenn and I are on the US website. So we're shopping as if we're in the US. So if you're outside of that, maybe things might be a little bit different for you. Definitely on this side of the world, in terms of New Zealand, you ain't getting any of this stuff at the moment. But that would be, just bear that in mind depending on where you're shopping at the moment.
And I guess our target for this package, we kind of covered it at the start. This is the customer that we get in the door that asks us a question as they leave: how should I look after my car moving forward? Now, exterior is probably the key question we get asked, but this would be the interior recommendations that we make to anyone. And I mean, at $150, like, you get a great little starter kit here with everything that you need. And yeah, we might reach for additional tools here and there, but 90% of the time, we're cleaning our interiors using this exact set of products here. These tools, these towels, these chemicals, you can get away with pretty much doing everything. So that's interior. So I think if you add our exterior and interior packages we put together now, we'd probably be at about $360, give or take. I think a pretty reasonable kit. So really the next thing for us to tackle would be like the nice to haves. Like, what next? You get your basic exterior, you get your basic interior kit. You've got a couple of $100 extra lying around. What would you go and purchase next? So I think that'll be another episode for another day. Get to explore the website a bit deeper when we do that too, which is quite fun. You kind of go down the rabbit hole of that'll be a nice thing to have. Kind of like your.
It's kind of like shopping for us too. It's kind of like.
Well, it is. It is. That's when you can start looking at like the the kits. Was that little kit set that you just put on the shopping list for me?
Yeah,
and you get to browse different accessories. Accessories are the most fun thing to shop for. So we're going to save that for another episode.
I always do that when I'm shopping. I always go, okay, let's see what the accessories look like. If this product has good accessories, then I'll buy the main product. I kind of do it around the old.
Kind of do it backwards.
Yeah, what does everything look like? And then that's when I decide if I'm going to purchase or not.
So there we go. That's our interior kit and how fitting all month long. 25% off those V1s, 15 off the V2s, and another 10% using the Omni Garage coupon code. So I think that's going to wrap it up for today. If you've got any questions, or if there's anything that you guys think that we've missed here, or you're going, no, I wouldn't pick that product, I'd pick a different one, let us know in the comments down below. Thing is, with the House of Rags, you've got so many new products coming in on such a regular basis. It's hard for us to get our hands on everything to actually have the ability to, try every single product on the website. Down here in New Zealand,
the key thing is to buy the smaller bottles. So buy the smaller bottles to see if you actually like the product, see if that's for you. It gives you another opportunity to try something else. And then then you can really confirm, yep, I like using this product. I use quite a bit of it. Then that's when you jump into buying a gallon.
Yep. So there we go. Thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you guys same time, same day next week. Is that right? Same day, same time? Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. We got
Friday,
that right.
3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's it.
Is it Friday?
We'll see you then.
Friday or Saturday?
It was Friday.
We're Friday.
We're making some mistakes recently, with our Fridays and Saturdays, New Zealand versus US.
But it's hard.
We'll get there. But yeah, it's
time
Friday.
zones, time zones and stuff, that's what I put it down to.
I know you're going to find us 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, though. So thanks for tuning in this week, and we'll see you next week. Catch you later.
See you later.